Let's just close our eyes for a moment and find a good seat, either kneeling or crossing legs like I am. You could have cushions under your knees if you want to, or you could lie on your back if that's more comfortable. And we'll just take a short time to connect with our body, connected with the ground beneath us, the earth supporting us. So notice all the points of contact that you have with the ground. If you're lying down, that'll be your back, your feet, the back of your head, backs of your arms. And if you're seated, your sitting bones, legs, sides of your feet. So just feel into that contact. Notice any sensations connected with that. And then slowly let your awareness start to gather around your breath. So just noticing that you're breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Just a normal, natural breath. Let's see if we can equalize the inhale and the exhale. So how we're going to try that is we're going to breathe in for 4 in a relaxed way, just counting to 4 internally. And then breathing out for 4. And as you breathe out for 4, just lightly engaging the belly, drawing it back towards the spine. And then inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 4. And as best you can, letting the breath be smooth and rhythmic. Inhale, relaxed. Exhale, gently engaging the belly at the end of the exhale. So breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 4. And this is a way to help us stabilize our awareness, ground ourselves a bit more on the earth. And we're just going to try just gently lengthening the exhale a little. So let's try breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 5. Breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 5. So it's a slightly longer exhale. And let's see if we can lengthen that a little bit more. So breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 6. Try to keep that sense of relaxedness on the inhale and on the exhale, fully letting the air come out of the body. And if it's really difficult to lengthen the exhale, then just go back to equalizing the breath. So not straining in any way to do longer exhales. But if you are able to, breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 6. Breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 6. Last one, breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 6. And then just let go of that breathing. Just return to your breath as it is. But as we come into our yoga poses, just try and have in your own mind a sense of lengthening the exhale a little bit, to go into the poses a little bit more and to really ground yourself in them. So then when you're ready, opening your eyes. I'm going to take a few stretches to the side first of all. So let's bring our right hand onto the ground and lift the left and just take a little stretch. Exhaling through that stretch, long exhale. And then inhaling, bringing the left hand down and lifting the right arm alongside your ear. Exhaling long, grounding through the sit bones. And then inhaling, coming up again, and exhaling, swapping sides. And then inhaling, coming up, and exhaling, swapping sides. So doing a few more of these in your own rhythm of breath. On the exhale, stretching, and on the inhale, coming up, keeping your sitting bones rooted, grounded, and remembering this long exhale. Couple more. You can turn the torso a little as well, looking towards your hand that's stretched up. And then coming back to centre, and we'll just come off of our blocks if we've got them. And we're going to come into Baddha Konasana, so you could still sit up on a block actually. Excuse me, I'm going to sit up on one. Bring the feet together, sit up nice and tall. You can draw the heels a little bit closer to you if you want to have a deeper stretch in the hips and inner groins, or you can move the feet away if you want it to be more gentle. So you could hold your feet, sit up nice and tall, and again really ground through the sit bones. So think about this relaxed inhale and long exhale. And rooting down. And at the same time there's a thread gently pulling the crown of your head towards the sky. And then you could walk your hands forward a little bit, like this. Find an edge where you can breathe and really ground your awareness. Feel the hands in connection with the ground, the sides of the feet, the sitting bones. One more breath, long exhale. And then walking the hands back, bring the knees together. And just for a moment, coming off your block and just letting the knees drop from side to side like this. Great. And then we'll come onto all fours, do some of the cat-cows. So spreading your fingers and knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers, press the base of the index finger down if you can. And then as you inhale, lift your chest and lift your sitting bones. And then as you exhale, really press the earth away and round the spine, drawing the navel back towards it. And inhaling, lifting the chest and sitting bones. Exhaling, really pressing the earth away, pressing the tops of the feet down and the lower legs. And then inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, grounding. Inhaling, lengthening the front body, stretching it, and exhaling, lengthening and stretching the back body. And then inhaling once more, and this time on the exhale we're going to round the back, and then we're going to draw the hips back towards the heels, so it's got an extra little movement in it. And then on the inhale, come forward with the chest, lifting the chest and sit bones, and on the exhale, rounding, and then drawing the hips, the buttocks back. And then on the inhale, bring the chest forward, lift the sit bones. And on the exhale, rounding, drawing the buttocks back towards the heels. Couple more times with your breath rhythm, so bring the chest forward, lift the sit bones, exhale, round, and then drawing back. Last one, coming forward, lift the sit bones, and exhale. And then coming all the way back. And sometimes our buttocks don't quite come back to the heels, so you could have a block there if that helps. But just think about going in that direction. Stretch the arms and let the head come down for a moment. And again, connect with this long exhale. Soothing the body and mind with the breath, grounding yourself in awareness with the breath. And then slowly coming back up, and we're going to tuck our toes, just come back into a really gentle downward dog. So bend your knees, spread the hands. You could move the head a little bit gently from side to side. Really lengthen the back here. And then you can walk your legs a little bit. Grounding one foot and lifting the heel of the other foot, and then the other way round. And if the heels don't quite touch the ground, don't worry, they could be a little bit off the ground, but just send them in that direction. So on the exhale, drawing a heel back, and then inhale, and then exhale the other heel down. Doing that a few times, stretching out the legs. And then let's bounce a few times, so come onto the balls of the feet, bouncing, straightening and bending the knees, both legs together. You could almost come up onto your tips of your toes as if you're wearing high heels to do this yoga class. Great. One more time, lifting up onto the toes, stretching, and then heels coming down. And then let's walk our feet forward so they come between our hands. And then bring the hands onto your shins, and on the inhale, halfway lift. So looking down and forward. And then as you exhale, bring the head towards the body. And then as you inhale, halfway lift again, lengthening the back. And then as you exhale, grounding and folding in. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. Great, and then we're going to press our feet down to the ground and slowly circle the arms up and stretch all the way up, bringing the hands down to the heart. And then let's take a moment to stand in what's called mountain pose. So have your feet about hip width apart, palms facing forward, and just standing here like a mountain. So a mountain has a really firm base. So our feet and our legs are firm. The feet, the toes are spread. We're pressing down with the base of the big toe, the base of the little toe, both sides of the heel. The legs, we're sort of lifting the legs up, so thighs lifting up, kneecaps gently lifting. So it's like our legs are like pillars of a mountain, or the base of a mountain. And then our upper body can just be supported by that strong, firm base. So grounding ourselves here. And again, take a few breaths, long exhales. Great, and then from there we're going to step our left foot back, and we're just going to come into a pose called Warrior Two. So walking the front leg, the right leg forward a bit, bending the knee. And again, spreading the toes, the outer edge of that back foot, our left foot's really pressing down. You could imagine my toes or my hand just gently pressing that down for you. And then bring the hands to the heart. Great, and then we're going to radiate our arms out. So the hands and arms are nice and light. And the base of the posture, the feet and the legs are really strong and grounded. So take 2 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out. Long exhale, breathing in, breathing out. Great, well done. And then hands come onto the hips, bend that front knee a little bit more and step that left foot forward. And then we're going to do the other side, so I'm just going to show you this way so you can see. So step back, right foot, pressing the outer edge down, bending the front knee, and try and let that knee go out to the little toe side of the foot so it doesn't collapse in. And the torso is dropping down. And then let's bring our hands again to the heart. Great, and then radiate the arms out. Looking along that left middle finger if you can. Breathing, softening, releasing on the exhale. So this pose is really good to ground us. It's a warrior pose, a peaceful warrior pose. And warrior poses are really good to really ground the body. So let's take one more breath. And then bring the hands to the hips and step forward. Great. And then back to centre, feet about hip width apart, standing like a mountain. Let the breath settle again in the belly. You could even put your hands on your belly for a moment. And feel the ground, feel your feet connected with the ground and yourself grounded. And whatever you're doing for the rest of your day, keep coming back to the breath and your feet on the ground.